Freaking love DMV.
Every intro is just Austin dancing. Every beginning of the show. All right, welcome back to the show. We got a new guest in the house. Welcome, Clifton DeLeon.
Yeah, what's up,
Here he is,
guys?
jiu-jitsu specialist, guitar specialist, vocal specialist. I showered with this guy for 6 years.
Didn't even.
Okay, so we know each other. We never saw anything. Nobody ever looked down. But how you doing, Clifton? Welcome to the show.
Doing good, man. Thanks for having
You
me.
gotta fill in for these fucking hosers over here.
I got to show them how to talk on a mic, how to give good picks,
Yeah.
how to actually talk sports the right way. So yeah, happy to be here.
Dustin's just a no-show, no call, no show. Scott over here couldn't leave anywhere because he lost too much money on the gambling trip that we just got back from.
Didn't have any gas money.
Can't afford the gas.
Yeah. No, let's
Take you some of this right here.
Oh, dang.
All my
No,
ones.
he got a big at the thing. What'd you go? You left home with like plus 900 or
Yeah.
something like that. Yes, Austin ended up doing pretty good. As far as me and Scott, I broke about even. Scott had a little rougher time. We did record a show inside of our hotel room, but
not that kind of show.
I gave Austin one job. He wanted to control the soundboard during the show one time, and what happened?
I did an excellent job
You didn't.
with the intro.
You screwed up half of the show.
Can I ask when they gamble and they say they broke even, they lost money, right? When they say they break even. If
I was a
if my buddy goes to Vegas and he goes, "Oh, I broke even," I'm automatically assuming he lost money.
Well, technically, I did lose money. No, if you count the hotel room, that's
Oh,
the money
okay,
on.
that's it. No,
Yeah.
I don't count that towards the
Yeah,
gambling part of it.
expenses.
Just-
yes.
Nah,
Yeah,
just
even-
straight gambling. Yeah.
I had $1,500 cash when I went up there, and I came back with $1,700 cash.
Okay.
So I did okay. Plus 200.
Yeah.
All the other amenities and stuff that we will not say that we did while we were there would have put me very negative. But
No, that doesn't count.
right when we got there, Scott and Austin paid me for the hotel room because I put it on my card, and I went and put it on black and just boom, gone.
Lost it.
Lost
Me
it.
and Austin told him red.
No,
I told him
asked
red. Yes, I
over
did.
and over.
I
What do I
said
do?
red.
What do I do? And when I lost, that's when they said, "Oh, put it on." I
So-
told you red. Told you red.
Oh, he was so like zoned in on black that
I don't
he
think-
couldn't even hear us. Even the guy, I was like, red 21, Austin.
Yeah, you gotta
What did it land on? Red 21.
go red.
I had my mind made up until it lands on fucking black, and everybody's got you got to go black.
This
You
was
gotta
also
go
at
black.
4:00 in the morning when we just got there.
Yeah.
Nice.
After the Packers lost, we were kind
Yeah.
of mad, so we just decided to leave right at midnight. We left about midnight, right?
Yeah.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Got there about 4:30. Stayed up a good
36
an extra
hours.
9 or 10 hours because we couldn't check in till 2 p.m. So
Yeah.
we were going on lack of sleep there. It was pretty rough in the beginning, but hey, those I think the way we stay up though is there's a theory, and I don't know if it's true. The myth about the casinos pumping oxygen in there, is that true?
It's got to be.
I feel like it's got to be. You just
That-
that, and plus you don't see windows. You lose track of time.
There's
you
no
just-
clocks anywhere
There's
either.
no clocks. You look
much-
down. You're gambling, playing blackjack. Next thing you know, it's like
Yeah,
5
you got
a.m.,
your
so-
adrenaline going because you're trying to win.
Yeah.
But no, we did good. We did good in the beginning. Everybody did good in the beginning, but as the trip went on, I mean, you got to lose money. You don't really. Nobody really ever thinks they're gonna win except Austin over here.
Me and James got a good new game.
What is
So
it?
too. Baccarat.
Hmm.
You
I
play-
heard that's like the best odds.
Dude, it is the
yeah.
best odds.
Dude.
But except for
Austin-
King Cobra, when you're going against King Cobra,
Oh,
I got
Scotty.
dunked by
Cobra.
this fucking little Asian guy.
bro.
Tell him the
I
story.
don't know how I can tell you the story, Clifton. It won't be as funny as if you were there though.
Oh my god.
But there was this little. What was he? Probably Vietnamese, maybe
Yes.
Korean.
Korean.
Scott, what do you think?
Yeah, I would say Vietnamese.
What are you saying? They all look the same?
No, just his dialect.
Yeah.
His
Well,
English dialect made it seem like Vietnamese.
anyway, we're sitting there. We're just kind of watching, and we're putting money in every now and then. You know, we're trying to go against the trends. Well, there's just little guy in the corner, and whenever you play baccarat, the dealer has his cards, and sometimes he gives the cards to the player, and they get to look at them because they got that good luck stuff. You know, they think they got. You know, it's like a like a tradition thing
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
do. Well, the sheer like suspense of this guy folding that card up, and he would fold it up. He'd close it, put it to the side, do the other one, and then do them all over again. It was crazy. I don't know if he was looking at him or I don't know what he was doing. But this guy got so hyped up, and we're trying to. The player hit what, like maybe 12 times in a row?
12.
12
no,
times.
No, it was six times.
6 times in a row. Well, we were like, okay, we'll go banker this time. It's got to hit banker. And this guy's just shit talking us the whole time in fucking whatever language he's speaking. He's like, hey, buddy, what do you tell you, Scott? Hey, buddy, you know, ride with me. King Cobra, King Cobra. And then Scott went to go fold up the cards one time. And Austin was like, oh. And that Vietnamese dude was like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. And sure enough,
he fucking flexed all over me.
He fucking stood up. Like, I'm pretty sure he said, I just fucked all your wives. And just, dude, you as one of those had to be there. Like, you can't record in the casino. So.
Oh, no, yeah.
We redo it. So I had like my first car I turned over was like a 6, right? Which is good. And then the second was like, whenever I flipped the 6, Austin was like, oh, yeah, fucking yelling it super
Jinxed
loud.
it.
Yeah.
And then I fucking flip over a 10, so I get like my hand's like a 6. And then he does his whole little thing. And then he's like, oh, yeah? After he looks at him, he's like, I hit you with the baby cobra.
The king cobra.
Oh, yeah, and he flips the fucking 8 over. And he's like,
Are you going against the other
the
players
ATM's
and the
that
dealer?
way. You need more money.
Yeah.
The ATM's
You
over
could
there.
pick either one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you either go. It's basically 2 cards.
Yeah.
And the first to 9, whoever gets closest to 9. Okay.
Okay.
And if nobody gets 7 or above, you get to draw a 3rd card.
Mhm.
And so who's ever closer.
Gotcha.
So Scott had a 7 on the board. We're thinking we're gonna win. We're 2 away from 9. This guy throws an 8 out there, and that's how they win. It's a very simple game.
Very easy.
It's a big named game for what it is.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But the odds are so good that most of the tables.
I know what he
Well, I heard
said.
it's
He
real.
said,
It's real
"Oh,
big overseas and stuff
Yeah.
in those casinos and everything.
There was nothing but how would I say Asians?
Asians.
I think
yeah.
it's Asians, and then normally if the gambler, like a professional gambler, is doing big money, they play that background a lot. So
Yeah, Mickey Mace
Yeah.
showed me. I
The,
saw that on TikTok a lot.
Phil Ivey, remember that
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, they say
didn't
he's
pay
like
him.
the greatest
Yeah.
backrad player ever lived.
Yeah, he won like 20 million or 16 million or something, and then the casino didn't want to pay out, and then went to court and all this stuff. It's pretty crazy.
I wish I had that fucking
They
problem.
lost. He lost.
He
It was
did,
such
yeah.
BS that.
Yeah, it was such bullshit.
Yeah, but
Oh, that guy said, "Oh yeah, you son of a bitch."
he's the guy that Phil Ivey put that 20 million down in one hand, and he was the guy that
He's
beat
like,
him. He went
yeah.
against him.
King Cobra.
King Cobra his ass, boy. But that was the highlight of the trip. I wish we could have. We were even thinking about trying to see if that guy would come on the show, but little language barrier didn't work out. But overall, it was a good trip. It was a good trip. You got to come with us next year, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's real fun. It's not a bad drive. Great place. Food's good. The sports book's awesome. The DraftKings sports book there.
If you can get in.
We didn't do so well on sports betting. Of course,
That's
we
where
were
we're going to
drunk.
break even.
Of course, we were drunk and we were trying to do these fucking 19-leg parlays and thinking we're gonna, we're all sitting there at the thing like we know what the fuck we're talking about. It was ridiculous.
$2 to win.
To win 50,000.
Yeah, shit like that. But straight bets were decent. We did decent on straight bets. One parlay was hit. I hit one parlay with Dallas and Miami, but that was the only parlay I think we hit all fucking weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The rush of the sports betting is what gets me. I know you don't really win on parlays. You win your money on straight bets, but the rush of the whole thing, I don't know. It's just that's just my thing. That's what I love doing. We got to do it again. We might do it again this year. You want to do it again?
I'm down.
Yeah, he's gonna save his money that he won his profit.
Exactly. That's going straight in my piggy bank.
Yeah, no, he did really well. You were up like $1,600
Until
at one time.
until fucking King Cobra
Until
took
King Cobra
fucked me over
knocked
like
our dicks in the
300.
dirt, bro. But it was okay because he gave us a show, man, and we were okay losing. Like,
Worth
and
the
I
price.
really hope that they didn't think we were making fun of him because we were laughing so hard. We were really saying like it's okay.
We were
Like,
laughing with him.
He's beating it. I mean, this guy's fucking earning it right here. So, but yeah, no, it was fun. He didn't talk any shit to us, I don't think, unless he said it.
I don't know. They were all kind of laughing at us. So
No, anyways.
Yeah, we did kind of look stupid there at the end, and then we
That-
just walk off and they're still playing.
Dude,
So
I swear that one girl that we started out with had been there for at least freaking 24 hours straight.
oh yeah, no, they do that.
Starting.
They do shit like that. There's a guy that owns a nail salon in George West, or did. That's what he would do every weekend. He'd go to Lake Charles and play baccarat all weekend. And he kind of had I don't think he's there anymore, so I can say it, but I think he did. He was like a bookie. Like he took bets on the side. But I don't know. I don't think he's in George West no more, so I think it's okay.
Allegedly.
See, we were on the $25
Allegedly.
Perfect.
minimum table. All of them else up there, $100 minimum
Yeah.
Yeah.
per bet.
Damn.
Turn your light on behind you. Turn the light on. Yeah, there you go.
You know where that gambling addiction started? That quarter coin machine at Scott's in the gas tank.
Oh.
Remember that? Push the
The
quarters
root of
over,
all evil right there.
drop the quarter in, pushes the other quarters. Man, we were like in 7th grade when that started.
Dude, we used to throw dice, remember in high school? We used to
yeah.
throw the 7 or 11s too. We used to We were ahead of our time, I guess you could say. Craps was good to us the first day. The rest of the time, terrible. So
Craps is my favorite, but
I love it.
it's fun when it's hot,
When
but
you
like
get on a hot
yeah,
tub.
exactly, yeah.
the worst thing is when you put all your money out there and the next roll just fucking. Oh.
Seven.
But if you want to win your money back fast, and if you're on a little roll, backrat's the way to go. So we're definitely going back. But anything else on the gambling trip? Scott, anything you want to say? Anything you want to state before we move on?
It was good. I had fun.
You don't want to apologize to us for making us fucking leave at 2 a.m. in the morning?
No, that wasn't me.
Nah. He did that shit again. He did the same shit to us on our last trip.
Bro,
2
I
a.m.
think
in the morning. I got to be home at 9. Didn't tell us this the whole trip. Sure
Then
enough.
fucking leave at
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, it was rough.
That's rough.
My
Oh,
back's still not
It's
the
like
same.
They drove. I drove the whole way.
I drove the whole way up there.
Yeah, but it's worse going back.
Yeah,
It's
the
always
return
worse
trip's
going
always
back.
worse. Yeah.
hey, it was my treat both
Bro,
ways.
the
Hey,
whole last day-
my truck both ways.
The whole last day, he just stayed in the hotel room and slept. So he had plenty of sleep. All right.
But
You
you
had-
know what? I would say the highlight of the thing for me was Waffle House.
That was exactly what I was gonna say. I was
Yes.
like,
Waffle
my,
House is
You ever been to
freaking
Waffle
good.
House?
I have, yes.
Oh, yes.
we've
I've
never
never
been.
That's the first time
You're
I've
coming
ever
back
been.
on the show now.
Yeah.
Bojangles? Ever had Bojangles?
Is that a Florida thing? I feel
It's
like
an East Coast thing.
It's
East
East-
Coast fried chicken kind of thing.
I honestly, I want to say that I have, yeah, but it's been a while.
Damn.
I'm a world traveler, man. I've been all over.
Exactly. Yeah, Bojangles. When I went to Myrtle Beach a few months ago, bro, that's all I ate was Bojangles. That shit, there's nothing like that fried chicken. I'm telling you. Oh,
We still haven't had our gumbo. All I wanted whole trip.
that's your fault.
Let's get some gumbo.
We could have gone and got your gumbo. Okay, let's move on from the gambling trip. Dolphins and Bills last night. Bills 31, Dolphins 10. Tua might need to think about retiring, and I thought it was just so ironic that DeMar Hamlin was the one that knocked him out of the game. I think Al Michaels made. Who's the Thursday Night Football announcer?
It's Al Michaels.
And
Yeah, he made a
Herbstreit.
comment about it that people were saying like, no way, he just said that because DeMar Hamlin was the one that did it. That's Tua's what, 4th or 5th concussion since he's turned pro.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't-
5 in 5 years or
Yeah,
something.
5.
I don't know how you let him come back and play this year, because that wasn't even a hard hit. Didn't his head hit DeMar Hamlin's
His
arm?
fucking and yeah, and his arms.
That's the
went
bad
like
thing
the
with
same shit again.
yeah, with all of Tua's concussions, it's pretty visual right away of what happened compared to some of the other players. You know, they come
Yeah,
maybe
he-
stay in, they come out. Yeah, he's fencing responses. His hands are curled up. I think that's also what's contributing to people reacting this way because all of his have been that bad every time.
Yeah.
And as like, I mean, you do the mixed martial arts stuff, Clifton, but they say once you're knocked out once in mixed martial arts,
Exactly.
you're not the same.
And he's not the biggest guy either. So he's shorter, he's smaller, and those hits are going to affect him more. And like you said,
Yes.
and why is he not wearing a Guardian cap? Why,
They
would
just-
you not?
Because
They
you don't
just-
want to look gay. I guess.
I mean,
don't know.
I've seen like 2 players, and it's like not that noticeable, but I
No,
don't
it
know.
isn't. I didn't think it was noticeable.
I really didn't think it was either, but when that happened, it also it was a 4th down play. He was trying to get the first down.
had the first down.
Exactly, he already had it. I don't know what is he doing in that situation, diving headfirst forward, and Hamlin really didn't do anything. Like Hamlin just kind of stopped
waiting
and
for the-
caught him,
Kinda caught him,
and
yeah.
caught him exactly. And so it's like, why? What are they teaching like Tua to not slide in that moment? I know he's trying to be an athlete, and make the play, but don't dive headfirst and try to run somebody over.
And he took the jujitsu classes, right?
Yeah, he took the judo and
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu
like the
to learn how to,
slides, how to
break
slide,
fall.
yeah,
because a
break
lot of
fall.
Tua's concussions when he's falling backwards and his head is snapping back against the turf.
In defense of that sliding technique, like those refs always fucking spot you way back there. But with the question you asked about the Guardian hat, Jabril Peppers is the only one that's wearing one for the safety for the Patriots, I believe.
Yeah, I think there's one of the linemen for the Steelers, I believe, too, is wearing one. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but there's only like 1 or 2 players.
Yes.
And they're both like really
I
smart.
understand like the offensive and defensive linemen wearing it. But as far as like skilled players go,
Yeah.
I mean, they probably get called out.
Well, that's the difference. I don't know because the offensive line they're banging heads like from play to
Yeah,
play. but
linebackers,
for like a
fullbacks.
quarterback, that's why if you're getting hit, I don't know enough about the Guardian helmets to know if they're actually going to do anything on like a bang bang play like that.
And it can't really affect you as far as being a quarterback. I wouldn't.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just looks, and I think like you said, players not wanting to wear it just because of the stigma of wearing it. So, but in preseason, like a couple of weeks ago, they asked Tua, because they asked him about his. I saw an interview where they asked about his concussions and if any of his family members or if he'd ever even considering not playing football anymore. And he said that before the season or after his last concussion that his mom said she wanted him to retire and not play anymore. And of course he said, I talked to my doctors. They said I'm A-okay, nothing is wrong. So I made that decision to come back and keep playing. But it's that, like I said, like this is just another bad one. And I know he's a competitor and he's going to want to keep playing, but he's already voiced that obviously like his family is like already worried about it and wanting to stop. So I'd be interested to see what decision he makes.
I mean, he did just sign a big contract with a lot
Exactly,
of guaranteed money. So, I mean, if he walked away now, I mean, he'd be pretty set.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna step away. I think he'll come back.
I don't think so either.
As far as like you said, like the weight gain, and he lost a lot of weight this season, but I remember last year he had gained a lot of weight. And didn't say he felt he said he didn't feel as good as elusive as he was. So I think that's why he lost a lot of weight this year.
Same with Lamar Jackson, same situation.
As far as that taking, as far as that contributing to the concussion, I think it's just the fact that he's had so many. I don't think the whole weight thing matters. I mean, maybe you can, I guess, take more hits to the body if you gain weight, but I mean, as far as your head goes, he's been hitting the head several times. So I think another blow like that, he'll probably come back. But another blow like that, I would consider retiring if I was him. Yeah, even the Dolphins organization, they ought to step in there and think about it.
See, that's my thing. Is obviously it seems like the coach, Mike McDaniel, they care about him a lot. So, it's like you said, it's their star player, but you got to start thinking about your player's health and long-term future. And so they're in a unique position to see what they do.
Scott, where do you put Tua and like quarterbacks? Where would you rank him? Like what position? I know you don't like Tua, but
15.
15. We've put like 8 quarterbacks at 15.
No, I mean
I'd put him 12, 11 or 12.
From a
right
stats
outside.
perspective, who had the most passing yards last year?
Tua, probably Tua, but that's a lot of run after catch, though.
Exactly. No, exactly. He has Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but he puts up good stats, and I think he thrives in that offense, in Miami's offense. But I mean,
he's replaceable.
I think 11 or 12, I think is a perfectly good spot for him. But it's just, and the reason but he's so low because he's so injury prone. I think you can't
comparison MMA wise to Tua. I would say he's like
Cub Swanson,
like a Johnny Walker.
Because
Max Holloway, because he's Hawaiian, maybe.
Are you saying because when he gets knocked out, it's funny every time? That's pretty messed up.
I was just saying because he gets knocked out.
Oh, well, Johnny Walker, every time he gets knocked out, it's a funny, comedic. It's always comedic. So, man,
there was a Johnny Walker knockout, and there was a Matt Schnell knockout that I thought were the funniest. They both kind of did the same thing, where they just kind of threw their head, threw their hands up in the air. But it's not a joke. We're not joking.
I know,
about
man.
it.
That's messed up.
It's kind of rough. But
too soon.
Way to go, Scott.
Too soon.
It'll be interesting.
Mike White, dude. They would be okay if they had Mike White.
No, he's with the Bills,
Mike
man.
White.
He's with the Bills, right?
You need to trade back for him.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something. Who was their backup?
Well, it's Tom Brady now.
Yes,
Terrible.
Tom Brady's they're fielding calls for Tom Brady after that announcer's
I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Is it the same one I'm thinking of?
Ryan Tannehill.
Yep. He's like full circle.
Green Bay even talked to Ryan Tannehill.
No, we didn't.
Green Bay contacted Ryan Tannehill.
After Love went down?
Yes, Ryan Tannehill wants to go somewhere that he's going to be.
That's why he hasn't signed. He's waiting for the moment. And guess what? Yeah. This is his moment.
It could be. I think he's got enough people around him to be the average quarterback that Ryan Tannehill is. I always thought Ryan Tannehill and Kirk Cousins kind of like the same guy. Pretty much the same quarterback, pretty much just straight average. If you got talent around them, I mean, they got the good running backs, they got the good receivers. Dolphins have a decent defense, maybe, but, I mean, when it comes down to it, who do you want back? Do you want Tua or do you want Tannehill? I would probably say Tua with the chemistry that he has with those guys, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. As far as the Bills side goes, the defense stepped up there. They had 3 picks at Tua. It was kind of fucked up, but some people were saying, he was just looking for a way out. He faked that concussion. But, yeah.
You literally said that.
Huh?
You're the one.
I read it on Twitter.
People are saying.
I read it on our Twitter.
He read it on his home.
Yeah, and I broke it to y'all as if it was my story.
He read it on his profile.
Damn.
Valor.
It's all working full circle, as you said. It's all coming full circle.
Yeah.
James Cook, 3 touchdowns. Anybody got James Cook on their fantasy team?
I do.
Actually, I have him on one. Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
I do. He didn't do too great.
James.
He didn't do James Cook great last week, but this week he ate.
And Scott talked me into taking Josh Allen over in rushing yards, and he had 3. I put $200 on Josh Allen's over.
What?
Yeah, $200 on it. I just wanted to gamble on something. I was busy throughout the day, didn't get a chance to really look at anything, and after I placed it, I put $100 on the Bills. on their money line, but then I already put that Josh Allen bet in, so it didn't work out too well. But
Clifton, that's James's breaking even.
Yeah, he broke even.
He broke even.
Nice.
there's plenty more where that came from. Catch my drift. Now I broke even from the trip. But no, there's not much to take from that game other than they continue their dominance of the Dolphins. I mean, Tua's 1-7, 1-8 now, or is it 1-7 now?
Yeah,
He was 1-6. Yeah, Josh Allen improves to. I was wrong on that. I thought he was 6-0 on Thursday nights. He's actually 4-0. So now he's 5-0 on Thursday nights. So lock the Bills on Thursday night football games.
Tough 2 weeks for the Dolphins organization.
Oh yeah, they squeaked out that Jacksonville.
A lot of news headlines coming out of Miami.
Coming out of
these days.
Miami.
Yeah, if y'all want to go there, we can. As long as Scott's okay with it.
Fuck the police.
No, Clifton had a little insight on the whole Tyreek Hill.
Scott, did you see any of the body cam footage from that, Scott?
Yeah, I saw it.
So
He's like, "Why? I'm not a cop."
he was pulled over. It was Tyreek was being a little bit of an asshole, but in his defense, if you get pulled over for speeding, you're kind of pissed off, and who hasn't been an asshole in that situation? However, he did give over his ID and he rolled up the window, and it was a second officer that came up and got pretty upset about that. Now, I don't know the laws or rules, but I'm pretty sure in Florida, I guess they were saying that you can't have your window up. Anyways, the officer got pretty heated right away, pulled him out of the car. They threw him on the ground, handcuffed him, and the whole situation just escalated from 0 to 100 pretty quick. And I think it was unfortunate for both sides.
Yeah, an hour before game time.
Yeah, right before game time. 2 other Miami Dolphins players, Calais Campbell, got involved. They put him in handcuffs. And then luckily, I think he was in the video, Tyreek saying, call Drew. He's on the phone saying, call Drew. People thought it was for his agent, was it Drew Rosenhaus? But it was actually, I think the head of Miami security was named Drew. And so he's the one that came, was in like their ex-police officers or something. And that's how he got out of that situation and got handcuffed. And they let him go, I guess, because that happened.
If he would have processed him, he would have freaking missed the game.
That's what he said. Well, in the video, he does say, the cop says, you want me to, after they put him on the ground and handcuff him, they say, do you want me to take you to jail? And he said, take me to jail. And he goes, well, guess what? We are. So they were planning on taking him in. And so I guess.
But then one cop said, I took the Dolphins today on the money line.
Yeah. And so at the end of the video, he's running, I guess, Tyreek's ID on his laptop. And another cop comes up to the side and says, hey, do you know who that is? And he goes, no, who is it? And he goes, that's the Miami Dolphins star player.
What a moron.
And the cop just goes, fuck. So it was just a weird situation. But Tyreek said he wanted he wanted the cop fired. But
yeah, I think if you're the cop in that situation, you just say, sir, whisper in his ear, you sign this for my son. I'll let you out of the handcuffs.
Yeah.
We'll be good. But no, as far as the cops go, you said one was suspended.
I think
one of them or two of them.
One for sure. The one in the video, he was because it was really one escalating the whole situation.
Yeah, the guy that didn't know.
Yeah, he was going crazy, and the other cops were kind of like being nicer about the situation and stand off. But it was just, man, I don't know why it got to that point. They're right, like we said earlier, we were just talking about it. They're right outside the stadium. A dude pulls up in a freaking Lambo or McLaren, whatever kind of vehicle. Another guy pulls up in a Bentley.
Right outside.
It's right outside the stadium. You got to know they're football players. But yeah, so
his banners hanging on the stadium. Like, dude, that's that guy right there.
The chief's off duty, and he comes and he shows up in a Tyreek Hill jersey. What's going on?
Yeah. So they said now Tyreek said he rolled up the window because he didn't want people because the fans are driving by.
Yeah,
so he said I didn't. Yeah, he said he didn't want to be on film. Obviously that's probably a good excuse after the fact to come to say that he was pissed off. He got pulled over. He was being an asshole. I don't think that deserves them throwing him on the ground. And then he was already handcuffed on the curb, and they went and grabbed him again because he was talking back. And he said he had surgery on his knee, which wasn't true. Apparently, he had just had some injections.
That's a good one.
But he was saying yo, I just had surgery, chill. So everybody was like, dang, Tyreek had surgery, and apparently he just got some injections.
Y'all better bench him when you're fantasy.
Yeah. Everybody was like, dang, he had tore his ACL, but no. So, but hey, real quick, the funniest thing though, apparently Drew Rosenhaus was playing trying to clean up after the situation, saying he goes, Tyreek was telling the cops I want to be a cop, after I'm an NFL player, I want to be a police officer, and I was like, I don't think he said that.
I saw Tyreek Hill strictly on a live stream. I swear to God, they said, "What do you want to do after football?" And he said, "Honestly, bro, I want to be a porn star."
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, that was
he's
just
got a lot of aspirations.
Yeah, he wants to be maybe you can do both.
Boom.
Yes,
Johnny Sins right there.
Speaking of role play,
yeah,
I want to put you in this situation, Austin.
What's that?
Say you're a cop and you pull over Tyreek Hill. He's being uncooperative. Calais Campbell shows up, big motherfuckers, 2 of them, and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in that situation?
do my job.
What's your job?
Not be an asshole.
Okay,
Yeah,
say you're the
you're-
cop with Tyreek Hill on your fantasy team. Dolphins.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't know who Tyreek Hill is.
No, your buddy has Tyreek Hill,
Oh,
and you're playing him.
Oh,
I'm playing James.
Austin
Yeah, you're
doesn't
playing
know what
James.
Tyreek Hill looks like.
Book
He
his
doesn't
ass, right?
know what
Book
Tyreek
him.
Hill looks
Book him.
like. Yeah.
So what would you do?
He's going to
Joe,
jail.
like,
He's
later
going-
He's going to jail for sure.
straight to jail.
Is it the playoffs?
Straight to jail.
Is it the playoffs or is it?
Oh, it's-
is
yeah,
it week
playoffs.
two?
I say it's the elimination game before playoffs.
Yeah.
Where you could do the right thing or you could do the wrong thing.
I don't know. But I did have Miami plus the points, so
Yeah.
I'd probably let him go.
Mhm.
Fantasy, I don't think so.
I think that's why you got out of it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hometown betting. But yeah, no, the Dolphins have had a rough week, I would say. Mike McDaniel, there's some that are saying he might be a fraud, could be on thin ice, hot seat maybe. I don't think so. I don't think you get as cool of a coach as Mike McDaniel if you get rid of him. I mean,
Did you see what he said to
He-
Tua?
Miami's like falling in love
Coming
with
off
Mike
the field?
McDaniel. No, what do you say?
He's like, you're the quarterback of your family. So
Yeah. You know, he gave him a little kiss.
yeah, he didn't give him a kiss on the head.
Oh yeah.
Give him a little kiss.
Okay. I love it.
Probably not the best thing though to pull
Yeah, I
your
know, pull
quarterback's
his
head
head,
down
yeah.
to you know when he's concussed. But hey,
Oh, anything else from the game?
That's
It was
my
a pretty
McDaniel's
much a
football.
beatdown. So, yeah, no. Other than that bet not hitting for me, I did take the Bills, so I won a little bit back.
there you go.
I took the over
Broke
in
even, baby. Let's go.
Before let's do a couple football stuff first, and then Clifton's gonna take us into the UFC Noche this
Yeah.
weekend. All right. Okay, so another big story: CMC is gonna be out week 2. A lot of scrutiny about the whole not reporting the injury. He is dealing with Achilles tendonitis or some sort. Obviously on the verge of maybe popping his Achilles
Yeah, that's not good.
calf injury. No, I mean I would keep
Dude.
him out too, but
He's gonna get put on IR
yeah.
next week.
you have to. I would put him on. I wouldn't bring him back.
Yeah,
I'd save him for the playoffs if he can rest that.
100% He is,
Yeah.
especially Mason doing so good.
Yeah.
Why even?
Yeah,
rush
they
him?
probably feel a little more comfortable doing that now.
Just
But
put him on IR.
How much did you bid for Mason, Scott?
Nothing.
No, you didn't try to pick him up.
No. I knew that they were gonna get him, and I don't want to
Yeah.
spend all that money.
Yeah, no, waste of money. I picked him up in one of my leagues, but I didn't. I don't. Who's the backup to him? Do they still have Elijah Mitchell?
Yeah.
They do. Okay.
I did trade Nick Chubb for Raheed Shaheed.
You made
Is that the
trade?
notification I just got?
Yeah, moments before the show. Yeah.
Mm. This fucking guy.
Hey Scott, I beat you last week in our league. I didn't know
I
that.
know because the kicker.
Right.
'cause the
Oh,
fucking
Moody.
kicker-
Because of
you
Moody.
should've-
Oh, wow.
I lost by
I
0.4
don't know
points
why
in my.
there's fantasy kickers shouldn't even be allowed
yeah.
in fantasy. You should just get rid of them and put them on
Yeah,
your
people
flex.
that are still doing the whole kicker
No
thing is
point.
you got to go with the kicker. The
If you're in a
kicker's not. It's
kicker
not
league-
fun anymore.
Kick yourself because you're fucking. You need to get out of it.
Yeah.
If I would have known before I got in, I wouldn't have joined.
Yeah. Austin, you had a story about T.J. Watt. What do you want to tell us about T.J. Watt?
Apparently, I saw a story. If T.J. Watt, what do y'all think? Being from Texas, if T.J. Watt was a high school quarterback in Texas right now,
Mhm.
could he lead an average team to a state title?
By himself. What A are we talking?
6A.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, not
Hmm.
6A.
Probably could.
I
If
say
you-
3A and below.
As a quarterback,
3A and below, I would say.
It depends on
Yeah.
what school though. What school?
it's an at your
No, he said a
Aver-
bad team, right? Yeah.
no, average.
Right, we said average team.
Average to
So your average 5-5 team.
let's say you're ranked top 25
Put him on
in
a
state.
best-
Fall City Badgers.
Top 25 in state.
Okay.
Can you
Oh,
beat?
he's
Can you
not.
beat?
Like I said, I
Can
think.
you beat DeSoto as a quarterback?
Well, that's
TJ
6A.
I mean, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's what he said. Yeah.
6A.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
you
That-
put him on
know.
Westlake, he wins state.
Yeah.
Can you win state?
Can he throw
Yeah.
the ball?
I think anything below 3A, without a doubt, he would lead them to a state championship. But when you get up there with the bigger dogs,
Yeah. It's
there was a
more-
year DeSoto averaged like 315 pounds on their offensive line.
Yeah, that's what. They're still big boys on those.
Yeah,
if they're in high
so-
school, and you're gonna just. What is he gonna do? Just run the ball for 4 quarters?
He's
like,
gonna get
yeah.
tired.
But what
eventually.
if he plays both
He
ways?
can't throw, obviously.
See, that's even worse. He's playing both ways now, and he's running the ball every time.
You know Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he's not, and he's a bigger boy.
Okay, so put Travis Hunter with T.J. Watt. Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe you got something there. That's hard to answer. That was a Barstool Sports question.
Well, he was saying he would. He was on a podcast, right?
Yeah.
He said he could do it easily, but the other pros on the podcast said there was no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
There was
It's
like,
So
no.
either.
put Patrick Mahomes on a average.
Oh my God, yeah, but that's
no. They said that he probably couldn't even do it.
This one,
He's by himself.
I think if you put a
True.
DK Metcalf,
Because like, where was he at in Allen?
Derrick Henry.
well, Derrick can't. Well,
But see, that's like you're putting them at their position. You got to put somebody that's not like Derek Watt at a quarterback or
Yeah.
TJ Watt or whatever.
I think DK Metcalf is such a freak that if you put him at quarterback, he probably would be able to do it.
Yeah.
But if you put Derrick Henry just as strictly as a running back,
As a quarterback?
as a quarterback,
Yeah.
Even a quarterback, I feel like.
yeah, Derrick Henry he doesn't really have a great first step.
Did you see how many yards he had in high school?
Yeah, but we're talking now though.
He's even better.
Yeah,
He's
he's
better
even
now.
bigger.
The same guy. as he
He's a
was.
grown man now.
Yeah, well, he ring chasing now. He's
And
going
now
to
is there
Baltimore.
another one of their questions? Like, okay, maybe not Texas. What about Virginia or New Hampshire?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
I don't think competition gets tougher than Texas.
Exactly.
Maybe Florida.
So
So-
you think he would?
California.
It's Florida, California, Texas, and Ohio. I
Yeah,
Ohio.
those are my exact top 5 too.
Yeah.
I thought I said the same thing. I put Pennsylvania in there too as the 5th one.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they're.
Those are like the powerhouses. But as far as Texas is overall number 1
Would you say
regardless.
only 3A, not a 4A?
You can't. It's hard to answer that. What's 4A here? Like Cal Allen?
You put him in George West right now. Does he win state?
You put him on that 2006.
Yeah,
you put him
yeah.
on
He
that.
doesn't have the people around him.
You put him on that 06,
Rio.
2006, 2007
Thanks.
Bloomington team.
Oh,
They're going undefeated.
nah, I don't. I think they lose 2 games, but still win the state championship.
You put
It's
him
the 2
in
games they don't have to play because they already made the playoffs.
Yeah.
The 2008 Catula Cowboys, they win state.
Who were they?
Did y'all play
I don't know.
Cthulhu?
They beat us, didn't they?
No, that was
07.
2006. Fool.
Seven?
That was
Yeah.
07. I think he was on that
We're
team.
not gonna
actually.
put up with
He
this
was.
06.
I think he
slander.
was. I think he really was on.
We're
that
we're talking about today.
team.
Yeah, no, that I can't answer that. I don't know how to answer that. More shit about Deshaun Watson that came out. What do we got there? I feel like every time Deshaun Watson screws up in a game, another victim pops up out of nowhere saying like, "Hey, fuck this guy. Let's say that he touched us the wrong way."
Dude, yeah. The Browns paid this this woman to say something. We gotta get rid of this.
We
guy.
gotta get
We
rid-
gotta get rid of this guy.
Gotta get him.
We
Dude,
gotta
that
bring Joe
contract
Flacco
is
back.
guaranteed.
Honestly,
It's
that-
ironclad.
The Browns deserve everything that's happened to him for making that scumbag move.
Yeah, that was that will probably go down as one of the worst trades in history. I don't think he's got it anymore. I really don't.
It is. It is. It's the worst contract. It's the fucking
All
worst
guaranteed money, right?
in
All of it's
history.
guaranteed.
Yeah, I think so.
Like 241 of the 262.
It was no
guaranteed.
incentives. Anything. It was just
Yeah.
basically like, "Yep, this is yours."
How do
And
you
there's
do
no
that?
bigger fall off either. Like he's got them both.
Yeah.
The worst contract, worst trade,
Yeah.
and
doesn't-
worst
Who did the Texans
player
get? Like
who was good and now just sucks.
It ended up being a couple draft picks that they got.
that
Um,
ended up being badass.
I think it
Baker?
was Nico Collins was one of them. I think
Or,
for the Texans draft picks that they got.
oh,
from
that
the
they got
Browns.
from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
good for the Texans.
Yeah, no, it worked out for the Texans. But as far as Deshaun goes, he doesn't look comfortable in the pocket, man. He's too fidgety back there. He can't run like he used to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some age on him now. But as far as pocket passer goes, for some reason they keep believing in this guy, and I think you saw it last year that he's not gonna go back to Texans form that he was. What was it? 2017, 18
Like
Texan.
MVP and right?
MVP,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or he was in the running for it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
that's
In a way, I do kind of feel bad for him because, I mean, he had everything going for him, but I mean, he should have stayed away from the parlors. I
Yeah,
guess
he was
Dude,
a big-
that's why he
brought it
can't.
all himself.
That's why he can't
Has
run anymore.
Has he been convicted of this, or is it?
well, he settled him. He settled, I think, 26 out of the 27 outside in like civil court or
Yeah.
something like that. So I mean, I think he's paid 26
yeah,
people.
kind of like a Michael Jackson kind of thing.
it's
where
something.
You,
Yeah, because where they settle.
Yeah,
Um,
Michael Jackson was innocent. Michael Jackson,
hey, Michael Jackson settled, fool. Michael Jackson settled. Look it up.
and the other ones.
Oh, the other ones, I thought he was innocent.
Yeah, so was OJ.
Because
Yeah.
it's like
And maybe
Jesus.
OJ really didn't do it.
Why are you gonna
Maybe
deal
he
with
didn't.
him?
Huh?
When you're that rich, it's like
Why would you deal with 26
What
of
the
them?
heck?
Shit. How much money did these
he
26
didn't
people
deal
get?
with them. He didn't deal with 26. That's why he paid them.
Yeah, that's what I
He
mean.
wanted
If there's 26 of them, I mean, I would think one of them probably got the
It's
you
gonna
know the
be
full
this-
Deshaun
it's gonna
head to
Yeah.
toe.
fool me once, shame on me, but
20,
fool me
26
27 times. Can't
That's
get
rough.
fooled again.
That's rough to deal with.
Only the Texans.
yeah.
Okay, enough
Only the Browns.
enough sexual assault talk. I know we could go days talking about sexual assault, everything. But let's get to we need to give me 2 locks for each of y'all. Give me 2 locks for college football, 2 locks for pro, and then Clifton's gonna take us through the UFC we got this weekend.
All right, who you got, Austin? Go first.
Give me. I don't know if I want to take that.
Well, you want me to go first?
Yeah, take that one. Or which one are you gonna take?
I'm taking Arizona +7 tonight.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, well, it's one of mine. I ain't got time to go through everything else. I'm taking Arizona +7, and then on Saturday I'm taking Utah State home underdog against Utah +18.5.
We're doing college.
College, 2 in college, 2 in pro.
All right, so I got Oregon State. Civil War apparently is what that one's called.
We called it to Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, Paul Bunyan, Battle of the Axe. I don't know why it's called Civil War.
The Red River rivalry.
I got Oregon State +16.5. We got Miami and Ball State. I got Miami -36.5.
That's one of them outrageous bets. We call that here.
Because Miami looks good. Quarterback looks good.
Mm-hmm. We said he's a Heisman hopeful.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
So you're outrageous. Miami -36. Okay. All right. I like it. We're good. All right, Austin, go ahead.
Give me Wisconsin +16.
I don't like that one.
Don't like that one?
I don't like it because they have no offense. They're very good on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I would almost take that under. If it was like 55, I'd take it, but it's at like 50 right now, right?
48.5.
Oh, see, it's still dropping.
It's already dropping.
But no, if you like it, yeah, we'll do that. You like Oregon State, Clifton?
Yeah, Oregon State +16.5. Oregon hasn't looked great to me.
No, they haven't.
They have not.
Yeah.
That's one of the only Big Ten.
They're struggling.
I'm tweeting these, so you better
put them.
Better be good. And you like Wisconsin?
What's it at now?
Wisconsin -7.
-16.5.
Yeah.
+16.5.
+16.5. Yeah.
Okay. And your other one was what? Did you say the other one yet?
Oh no.
Okay.
Did 2?
No, take it. Yeah, just 2.
Oh, I thought we were going around.
No, we both did our 2 already.
I don't think y'all are gonna like this one, but I like it. Purdue +9.5.
Hell yeah.
Scott likes it.
Oh, so you're not gonna go against Jackson Dart then?
No, because you're gonna throw a dart in my head.
Oh God.
All right, Scotty. I probably should have told you to have these ready, but okay.
I'm ready. I stay ready.
Stay ready. Oh, look, Dustin text. Do you need picks?
Right.
Nah, we're good, bro.
Dustin did like. I talked to him before this.
I don't give a damn what Dustin like.
Hey, he's on a pip right now.
He's probably studying.
No call, no show, man.
No, he was doing
insurance.
Yeah, he was doing insurance. He was dropping off life policies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Kansas.
Of course.
Of course.
No fucking
what
way.
happened, Kansas?
No
last
way.
time, man? Kansas
I know.
-7, right?
But this is my last time. I'm gonna if Kansas doesn't blow UNLV out.
They're on the list.
They're 7-point favorites, right?
9.5.
9.5. Okay, that's definitely.
But they're at home. They have to fucking destroy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. This one, I know I talked bad about them, but they won. They're a big underdog. LSU at South Carolina. I'm gonna go South Carolina.
That was gonna be my second one
Plus
too.
5.5. I may even take them on the money line.
That was my.
Bro, like you don't
Second
know
one
what
as
you're
well.
getting with South Carolina. They could fucking stink up the
Same
whole
thing with
fucking stadium
LSU.
one week and then just destroy
thing with
Kentucky at home
LSU.
the next.
You just said they have Bojangles there, man. How can they lose?
I don't know. If they lose, they need to take all Bojangles out of there. So
What's the deal with the A&M quarterback? Is he freaking back?
Yes, he's back. Where'd
I'll
he
take
go?
A&M -4. He was questionable.
Oh no.
But in college, they don't like list the injuries like the pros.
I honestly wanted to take
What's
Florida
wrong with
+4, but A&M
Oh.
-4.
Yeah, A&M -4.
I know Clifton hates freaking A&M, so
I mean,
And then
it's
my
just
last
same old every year. I mean, what else is there to say?
Let me
How bad
see.
is
Number
it that
number
just-
1 recruiting class every year, and
Dude,
just,
I mean, it's just gotta hurt. Just Texas just walking in the SEC and being the big boys right away, and A&M's just back to
God,
being little
mhm.
brother. Man, that's tough.
okay.
okay. I thought Dustin left.
It's
I thought he was.
Right.
I thought he was out of here.
Hey, I'm just
Dustin pulled the all-time reverse
Yeah.
jinx last week.
Oh no.
We were all on Michigan. Fucking. God, I'm glad he's not here because
Oh man.
Yeah,
Colorado State over.
okay, I had that one too.
I may even go Colorado State.
I only
Just
wanted 2 picks. You just gave me 4.
Yeah,
Right.
All right. Well, if y'all have more, just send them to me.
No, I got my second one.
You already
Yeah.
gave 2.
You already gave 2, bro.
Did I?
You had Wisconsin and Purdue. Let me give you my 9th one.
Scott and Austin don't know how to count.
I know.
Yeah, I may just
That's what
go
I deal
Texas.
with every week.
Yeah, I'm guessing
game.
these numbers they gave on the over are probably not right either. Then
What's your second one?
Oh, give me the one we were talking about, dude.
You're gonna take Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Oh, you're gonna go against Ole Miss.
Wake Forest
Mm-mm-mm.
plus 20 or minus 21.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Give me
Hey,
Kansas.
Wake Forest covered for me last week, so that'll work out. Plus what? 21.5.
Yeah. Whenever I wrote it down, it was 21 and a half, and I was done with 21 already.
When there is a game that we all agree on, Clifton, we call that a fade or follow lock.
oh
So.
wow,
And we're not very good at those.
yeah.
We had a really good college football record last year. Very good college football record. I don't know what it's. We're still ahead as far as these 2 weeks go, but we're still getting in the groove of things. We gotta figure out what teams are gonna look like and,
It's early
and all
in the
that.
season.
So yeah,
Early in
yeah,
the season.
exactly. I mean, if y'all are gonna do one more, I mean, I'll do another one.
Let me
Or can I not do another one?
go for it, man. What you got?
I'd like TCU at home, -2 against UCF. I think that's a layup, but I could be wrong. Does LaDainian Tomlinson still play for TCU?
His son does.
That's the only way they're gonna win. -2. It's quarterback. You put him at quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Quentin Johnson back?
Fucking NCAA 2000.
Quentin
Let's go
Johnson.
Wildcat.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's taking Texas -35.5.
No.
I was going to take
I mean-
UTSA.
Scott's going to that game, actually, aren't you?
Yeah.
Scott,
Yeah.
give us a pick for that game.
I'm gonna take Texas. The spread in the first half.
So it's probably like
I don't
-21
think-
then.
Yeah, I think it'll be like freaking 28-0 or something.
Texas first half. All right. We did too many of them. All right, let's go to pro so we can hand it over to him. I'll go first. I like the Chargers, and I like the Cards Rams over 48. Chargers -5, Cardinals Rams over 48. I think the Colts will destroy the Packers if Jordan Love isn't playing. It's trending that way. Anthony Richardson looked really good. We can never stop a running quarterback. So I'm not going to take it because I'm not going to do that. But I think that may be a for sure thing. We got Malik Willis versus Anthony Richardson. It's a toss-up, though. Who would you take?
Me?
Tough one. Malik Willis or
You're
Anthony
asking me?
Richardson?
As a,
I'm asking all y'all. Who would y'all take? Malik Willis or Anthony Richardson?
I'll take Sean Clifford.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
That was a rhetorical question.
Don't even ask it.
Yeah. we don't know what that means.
Again, this is what I deal with.
Yeah. All right, so I have Saints Cowboys over 46.5. Feel pretty good about that one. Cowboys, Dak didn't look too great. I mean, they were winning from the very beginning last week, so he didn't have that many passing yards. But Saints scored a lot of points last week, and who was saying earlier, Derek Carr likes to go off against Cowboys.
Yes,
So.
last Thanksgiving game, Derek Carr played against the Cowboys. They scored over 70 points total in that game. So.
Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. And then second, I had speaking of Deshaun, we got Jags Browns under 41.5. That's going to be hopefully I think an ugly game. So. Not expecting too many points out of that.
The Jags, they couldn't capitalize against Miami. Like, they had plenty of chances to put that game away. I rewatched it the other day at work. Just kind of highlights, but they had plenty of chances. They couldn't do it. It's like they're not using their weapons, or maybe they're just trying to build chemistry with the Jags. And it's every year with the Jags, we're waiting on the Jags to break out. Like, we're waiting on them. It never happens. And it almost – I saw a stat the other day, and I showed these guys. Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones have identical stats. If you put them side by side, so
yeah.
I mean, obviously he's better. He can be better, but I mean he's got plenty of weapons around him. So,
and that's like whenever you put this like Dak against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
like we know fucking Dak ain't better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no, that's what I know that. But
stats say what? Stats say what?
The just regular season stats.
Yeah,
they're pretty equivalent.
Jones, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what do you know? I'm looking at it right now. We got Tua ranked at 12, so I think we were in the ballpark for the QB rankings there.
Has Trevor Lawrence has won one playoff game. Oh, I don't want to bring that up to Scott.
Against who?
Carter.
Justin
Against
Herbert has
who?
half a win
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How many picks do you throw?
Daniel Jones has a win in the playoffs too.
How many does Dak have?
2.
That's half. We know numbers.
All right. What are your picks, Austin? Bro?
Give me the Jets to beat the freaking Titans by a lot.
Okay, so they're -2, right?
3.5.
3.5.
Okay, I like that.
Going into Tennessee, Aaron Rodgers has land there still, so
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think y'all all agree, but I think the Chargers are gonna destroy the Panthers and cover that 5 points.
yeah,
Yeah.
you said that.
I
Yeah.
agree.
No, I'm gonna put it up here.
Oh, okay.
It's my pick. That's one
I
of
already
them.
said it.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
That's one of them.
It's
Okay,
one
I'll give it to you.
of I give it to
That's
Pick
why I
the-
went first because
game.
I
Pick
knew
the
he was gonna take it.
game.
I said it before you came on. I said, "Watch, Scott's gonna say
No.
Chargers -5."
Are you done, Austin?
No, I would like. This line is really low.
I'll take Washington -1.5. Lock it
Samuel
in.
Jackson.
Lock it up. I kind of like that one too.
Washington -1.5.
Yeah, I think it's at 1.5.
Yeah,
it still is.
All right, go, Austin. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know if
New England money line.
no, it is that game though. I like that under.
It's 38.5, right?
Yes, but it's a little low.
Okay, and it's the Patriots and who?
Seahawks. Kenneth Walker's probably out.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's in New England. Yeah, give me that under 38.5.
All right. Good shit, boy. Okay, anything else from the pros? We will. I don't think we're gonna have time to do a Zoom show.
Wait, I still got my picks.
I know, God.
I said 2.
God damn. Shit, I get the people want their money, dude. I'm gonna take the Rams.
Hey,
over the-
looking at your picks last week, hey, you better come up with something, kid.
No, this guy talking about he only won one parlay.
How many did you win?
And you're only one more than me.
Oh, he talked me into
here.
that Josh Allen
Yeah.
over 38.5 rushing yards.
So now we're the same. We're breaking even.
Yeah.
We're the same. We're not so different, you and I.
I
Any
parlay the
game of the
Washington
week? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Chargers.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Put the Patriots, Rams, and then the Eagles. I like the Eagles a lot this week too.
Okay.
I think it was like 6.5 or something.
Yeah.
As far as game of the week goes, it's Chiefs at Bengals. We got anything on that?
Bengals.
You can't tell with the Bengals right now. They always start out slow, but man,
Joe Burrow hurt. Couldn't lift a water bottle. Just
Yeah.
like
I
that.
saw that.
Yeah.
Water bottle gate is what they
Going
called it.
on, yeah.
Saw like a video, and somebody said something about Diddy watching
the
Joe Burrow drink a water bottle or something. I don't know.
Why is it P Diddy?
I don't know. I mean,
said,
stereotyping, I guess. I don't know.
Give me some Cambodian breast milk.
Yeah.
That's all he can get right now is the ASMR, I guess. 49ers, Vikings, anything on that?
Ugh.
Mm.
The Vikings defense looked really good,
That's what I'm
so
gonna
5
say.
points is kind of hard. It's kind of hard to go against that at home with Minnesota, and it's beginning of the year. Everybody's still trying to get their footing, so
Jordan Addison's out.
probably stay away from that. And another one none of us picked: Steelers, Broncos, and Bears and Texans. I think the Texans and Bears is gonna go under. Well, no, because man, I don't know.
His Texans are going to score all the points.
Yeah,
Dude, Bears score, and they always score in like some weird ways. Like
yeah,
their
that's what I
defense
mean.
always-
That's why I was thinking defense.
Their
so-
defense scores all their touchdowns somehow. and-
CJ Stroud ain't turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Broncos, Steelers, that over under 36.5. That's going to be a fucking
Barn burner,
Yeah.
baby.
TJ Watt's going to go at quarterback and,
Quarterback, there he goes.
and win the game for him. What was that stat we saw on Bo Nix that he was like, what was it, 5 for 19 with throws over 5 yards, but yet he completed 26 passes. So
Under
21 of his
5
passes were under 5 yards.
Screen
Like
downs.
how does that even possible?
I don't know.
I bet his running back scores so many fucking
That's,
fantasy points in a PPR league at least.
He's checking down every freaking.
Yeah, that was the whole thing about
The next Matt Leinart.
Mm-hmm.
the whole league. Like everyone was checking down. There was like no like long ass passes. or
Everybody was
anything.
what?
Checking down.
Oh, I think just shaking down.
Checking down.
I'm still
There
trying to
was only
find
like a
P Diddy at the
handful who
Bengals
took,
game,
like,
but I don't see
300.
anything.
No, it was during practice.
Oh,
Maybe he was a video he commented on or something. I don't know.
Oh, burner account. No, Scott.
Or maybe I just dreamt of it. I don't know.
What the?
Yeah. Dreaming of P. Diddy. That's my life.
It's a wet dream, yeah.
In the closet.
Woke up,
The
started
sheets
crying
were
because it
covered.
wasn't real. All right. Any other games we didn't touch on?
Raiders, Ravens.
Ravens. Yeah, I think the Ravens are gonna be pissed off that they lost that week 1 and destroy the Raiders. I don't think the Raiders take the Raiders total under points in that game. I don't think they're gonna score 14
It's gonna
points. They may score 6 points.
They're
At the most.
38-3. Hit
Yeah,
over.
that's gonna be rough. But I would take the Raiders first half under as far as points go in that game. Gardner Minshew is my boy, but he hasn't broke out yet. Like we said, he need the right situation.
You need to bring in freaking O'Connell.
Yeah, we know.
That's my boy.
You're lobbying for that guy. Okay,
He looks like Brendan
we're
Dassey.
ready to move on.
Look it up.
Reason we brought Clifton in here today, he is a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Would you call yourself a jiu-jitsu practitioner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him and
Tournament
Austin are
wins.
full.
Yeah.
What belt are you?
I'm currently purple.
Purple belt. Okay, that is how many far from a black belt? Like 3 or 4?
2 away.
2 away.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
I'll get there probably.
Okay, I'm not giving you
What
enough
year
credit.
are
I'm
we in?
sorry.
Yeah. I'll be brown in probably a little less than 2 years, and then another maybe 3 for black after that. So
Okay. I know you said you had a main stuff on the main card, but do you just
You
if
know
you have
we're-
any picks on the prelims, just say them. You don't have to break anything.
You know we're
down.
going to be 40 by that time, right?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be.
How are you going to get in the UFC at 40?
I know.
Glover
I'm starting-
Teixeira, bro,
I'm
didn't win
starting
his
late.
championship till he was 41. So
I'm starting late. As far as all right, we got UFC
hold on.
306.
Hold that thought. I need to reset this camera.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you got for us? Yeah, like I said, if you have any just regular picks, give us like a prelim, a couple locks on the prelim.
All right, I got one on the prelim. To be honest, okay, we got UFC 306. What was it, Noche or what did you? Yeah, it's what is it, Mexican History Month. It's at the Sphere.
Day. Yeah.
This is at the Sphere. It's a little bit different. Dana White said
one
this
time
is
only.
one time only. Yeah, apparently it cost them a lot of money, and tickets were not selling because they were like $3,000. But on the prelims, we have Raul Rosas Jr.
Okay.
You remember that kid?
Chihuahuas.
Yeah, the Chihuahuas kid. Okay, I got to be honest, he's the heavy favorite in this bout, so I don't have this one going past the second round. Raul Rosas is he's a great grappler and he's good. His jiu-jitsu is really good. He's gonna take this guy down, and I'm
Submission?
he's gonna choke him out. Yeah, he's
Yes.
submit him.
Under 1.5.
That's my favorite.
Under 1.5,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
I have I have this one. I have some picks on the main card, and then I also have like a prize picks parlay for the MMA one that I did. So this one is a part of my prize picks parlay. So basically, I had Raul Rosas Jr. fight time less than 7 minutes on the prize picks parlay.
7.5. Okay. That Rosas Jr. He had a lot of hype coming out, and then they put him against I think Christian Rodriguez. Was that it? Or Mart? He fought a guy that was ranked I think in the top 15, and that guy destroyed him. I don't remember his name. It was Christian something.
Yeah, let me look at his
Yeah, he lost the
fight
fight like
history.
2 fights ago. Christian something.
so he-
Martinez.
Actually, I don't. Yeah, or Rodriguez. Yeah, 2 fights ago, he lost by decision. And then he's won since then. He had a TKO, and then he had a submission in the second round. So he's only gone the distance once. The one he lost.
So have I.
Yeah. So, but no, he's good. I think. But like I said, I think they're setting him up with some good matchups for him. So I think they're slowly kind of trying to build him up. So I feel good about that
They
matchup.
have to. I mean, it is Mexican Independence Day.
Exactly.
Gotta make
Exactly.
him look good. I think he's a Vegas native too. So
Yeah. So that's really the only one on the undercard that I feel really comfortable
Confident.
about. Yeah, I'm confident about. All right. Let me go back here. So let's go up to the main card here. So we got, I think, 3 good fights on the main card. Like I said, this is for as big of an event as this is. I think it's kind of it's not the best card in recent months for the UFC, but I mean we have 2 championship fights, one being the women's flyweight title belt, and then we have a featherweight bout that I'm interested in. So that's going to be Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez. Brian Ortega hasn't looked great, I feel like, in his last fights. He pulled. So Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez were supposed to fight a couple months ago. Brian Ortega pulled out
Danny
last
Gay had to
minute.
step
Yeah,
in,
and he
yeah.
stepped in like 3 hours.
They were talking
And-
about that, and they were saying that he didn't look right. Like he like just talking to him, they said there was something off
Yeah,
with him, and he
it
pulled out last minute.
might have been the weight cut. He's a big featherweight.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be something with the weight cut. Yeah, and the coaches didn't feel comfortable about it. Shout out Diego. Diego could have backed out from that fight, but he took a last minute fight.
Yeah,
and it was
tough fight.
It was a tough
Danny
fight
Gay.
for him. Yeah, it was Danny Gay came out. I mean, I know you went a whole training camp without preparing for that guy, so it was different. But he still, he props to him, props to Dan for actually fighting and still doing
Dan
it. So
had just got done getting a massage after training when he got that call for that fight.
exactly,
He just drove
right over and said, "Let's do it." So that
and he won. I think he won that last round. Because I watched that fight. I was in Myrtle Beach. Yeah,
he looked good. It was even though he lost, Danny Gay's stock went up for sure.
Yeah.
So I was hoping I thought maybe they would get him on this card, but I think maybe I know.
I remember whenever that fight was over, he had wanted to be on the card, but
Yeah, I remember them saying they said, but I guess maybe it didn't work out. Maybe training camp. So I have on my prize picks for this one, I have Raul Rosas Jr. less than 7 minutes. So the other second leg of the parlay, I have Diego Lopez fight time more than 12.5 minutes, because I will say Brian Ortega is hard to finish. That dude has a chin. He may be getting hit a lot, like with Max Holloway fight, but that dude is hard to finish. Brian Ortega's jiu-jitsu is top tier.
He's going to take it to the ground.
But Diego Lopez, though, is good on the ground too. Diego Lopez has had a lot of finishes on the ground as well. So I think that's going to kind of even out. I think they're going to do a lot of grappling. Diego probably will want to keep it on the feet, to punch a little bit more. I think he's going to get in the clinch a little bit more and work that. But I don't see him finishing Brian Ortega. I have Diego winning, but I don't think he's going to finish Brian Ortega, man. Brian Ortega is just is a warrior. But who knows? Maybe, like you said, that last fight, maybe he had a bad weight cut.
Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the fight going the distance, or at least more than 12 and a half.
It's going to go, for definitely. So, because it did, Scott, remind me, did Max Holloway finish Brian Ortega?
No, they went the distance.
They went the distance, right? And he was getting pieced up.
Max Holloway was kind of pulling punches toward the end.
Yeah, exactly.
He was even picking up Brian Ortega's guard for him and everything.
And Diego Lopez boxing's nowhere near Max Holloway.
Not.
So unless Brian Ortega, like I said, catches him in some sort of submission, I think it'll go the distance.
Ortega went the distance with Volkanovski, even though Volkanovski was beating his ass too. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I like that. I like that over. The over under for that one's probably going to be set at 2.5, being that it's 3-round fight. Usually they're 1.5, but 12.5 minutes is pretty much 2.5 rounds. Mm-hmm. So yeah. No, I like it.
All right, and then next fight we got the women's flyweight title bout.
I don't know what to think of this one, man.
We have Alexa Grasso, the champion.
Yeah.
We have Valentina. What is this? Their third time, I think.
The third time, yes.
Third time
Grasso
fighting.
beat her the first time. They drew the second time, and this is the third one.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How do you say the country that she's from?
Kazakhstan.
Is it Kazakhstan?
Or it's the one with a G, right?
Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan, I think.
Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan, something like that. Hopefully we don't offend anybody when saying that. If we're saying it wrong,
Yeah,
somebody knows, correct us, please.
But I think this one's gonna go the distance too as well. And I think Valentina. The thing with these UFC, Valentina is.
She's an animal.
She's a freaking animal. She's a legend. But the thing with these UFC fighters is once they kind of start falling off the cliff, they never come back, man.
Her last few fights, she wasn't like she used to be
Exactly.
the killer. She used to be the bullet, as they say.
Yeah.
But she was, to me, she was fighting too. She was fighting too like loose, and she was kind of. It's almost like she was scared of Alexa Grasso. She's clearly a better fighter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Being that she, her record and everything, was a champion for what, almost 10 years?
Yeah.
7 to 10 years?
It was a long time, but I think it's just, man, you just rarely see the champion fall off and come back and take over again. Yeah. So I think it'll go the distance. I think Grasso is gonna take it though in a decision.
Really?
Yeah, I really.
She's an underdog, isn't she?
Yep.
I think Grasso takes it.
Not by much, but the first two fights, Grasso was a big underdog.
No, she's the favorite.
Yeah,
Grasso's a favorite?
Yeah, Grasso, I believe, was a favorite for this one.
See, and that makes you wonder about that whole Vegas booking thing, because you're just talking about it, how she's fallen off. We don't know if she can come back, and Vegas knows it too. But if you look at them side-by-side comparison, you look at their past and everything, which doesn't matter, I guess, when it comes down to it in a fight. Everything points toward Shevchenko. Even got a more badass name, too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Would be a good parlay if you think Shevchenko's going to win.
Well, let him finish.
What do you got?
Shevchenko and Ortega, they're both underdogs.
That'd be a good one, yeah.
And they both literally Like to me, those are like 50-50. They could both win. And
Yeah, we got Brian Ortega at plus 145.
Yeah.
I see him at plus 160 on ESPN Bet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ortega's gonna have to slow the fight down if he's gonna win it, because Diego Lopez comes out quick, fast,
Yeah, he's an animal,
and tries to finish quick. So, but like I said,
who you got?
Ortega's
James?
gonna take it to the
You
ground.
think Valentina got it?
Who would you rather date?
I like Alexa Grasso. Like I've followed her all the way since she fought Macy Barber back in the day. 4 or 5 years ago is when I first saw her, and I did not, when she got the title shot, I was like, man, this poor girl's gonna get her ass beat. But she choked Valentina out, won the title.
Valentina made a bad mistake in that fight. She threw, what was it, a spinning back fist, and she got caught her back taken. But
I think I think Grasso's gonna win because I think she's in Shevchenko's head. Honestly,
yeah,
So,
I think
that's
so.
the case.
I think so. Like, it might be one of those, sometimes when a matchup is just not a good matchup and they have your number, and I think maybe that's the case with
and
this.
it's Mexican Independence Day too.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like Volk had Holloway's card, or he has his number too.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I think that's kind of the same situation here with these two. Scott, who you got
For which one?
for Grasso Valentina?
Who would you rather date?
Oh, Valentina.
Sean O'Malley. Yeah, so
Dude,
that
my heart says Valentina.
But your penis says.
That's kind of how I'm too.
Yeah, I want Valentina to win.
yeah.
I want her to win.
Yeah.
I want her to come back and just freaking redeem herself.
Yeah, be the dominant
Dude,
champion. She always was. Yeah,
Like, it was a fluke. But, dude,
she like has her number. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
yeah, I know.
It's
I would
a toss up to
probably
me.
still say Valentina just based on experience.
What are we
I was-
doing, man? We're all Mexican here, and we're going for. What are we doing?
I
We
know.
don't know what the fuck
I
we're
thought
talking
about
about.
making an all Mexican parlay, but it didn't, the payout wasn't good enough.
It
so I
wasn't good
said,
enough.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool if you won on Mexican Independence Day. But man, just like you said, I would want.
It's like a
Because we
win-win.
saw Shevchenko dominate all those years, you became a fan of her. Kind of like the whole Amanda Nunes thing. But,
I was never an Amanda Nunes fan.
yeah, well, you don't know fighting then. Shevchenko and Nunes fought, right?
She's
You just wanted to date her. That's why. James.
Both of them.
Amanda. She's
She wouldn't give me the time.
wow.
All right, so you like Grasso.
Yeah,
on
I
the
like
money line.
Grasso. Yeah, I like Grasso. And then let's go to the main event. We got Sugar Sean O'Malley,
Ooh.
the current champion bantamweight, against Merab. You want to get? You think
Marab Devashvili.
close? Yeah.
Vachian.
No, you said it right. All right. Devashvili.
Hey, just real quick. Austin called Hasbullah Umgala one time on the show.
Ah,
He's like,
yeah.
what about Umgala?
That's his nickname. If you're buddies with him, that's what they call him.
Yeah.
If you're friends with him, that's what they call him.
What about Umgala? Scott was like, what the fuck are you talking
But we get this. This is an interesting matchup, man. This is two different styles. Sean has kind of got. I mean, this is going to be similar, I think, to the Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan fight. Merab's gas tank is insane. Probably the best gas tank cardio in all of UFC. This dude is going to put the pressure and wrestle and grapple you for 5 rounds, all 5 minutes, does not stop. I've never seen that guy get tired. However, he has been rocked multiple times, and Sean O'Malley is a freaking sniper. And I'll say it right now, I think O'Malley is going to catch him on the chin in the first 2 rounds. But
Oh,
As
mark it down. I love
when
it.
when the fight got announced, like I thought Merab was gonna win.
Yeah.
But like the more I'm watching, like the talk and the breakdowns, like Merab it seems to me like he's gotten a big hit since he's got a little famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I honestly think he's gonna shoot on Sean. He's gonna get him with one of those knees. I think
yeah, I mean, like,
Sean's gonna win, man. I do.
Like
I
I
hope
said,
he wins.
Merab has been caught by people with striking nowhere close as good as O'Malley. And he's to his credit, he has survived.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Sean has that power. He's got, when Conor McGregor was doing his run, he just had that power, and he hit somebody and it was just different.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of see that with Sean when he hits people.
Sean's a 5'11". He's a 5'11" bantamweight.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard that is? Like, that's
So-
a lot of weight.
The only way I think it goes Merab's way is if, like you said, he's going to put the pressure no matter what
Gotta hold
on
him
him. And he's
down.
going to hold him. He's going to clinch him. It's going to be an ugly fight.
Be boring.
It's going to be boring. The crowd's going to start booing. Obviously, we know judging in the UFC, they're going to score the striking better. So even if Merab makes it a boring fight, and it still could go Sean's way if he lands, the more significant strikes, because the judges always prefer that.
More damage.
Exactly. So I think it's interesting. Now, Sean O'Malley has some underrated grappling, I think.
We haven't really seen it.
Exactly.
Except with the Peter Yan kind of
Yeah.
saw it. I mean, he got up from takedowns. He broke away from clinches and everything, but you can't. I can't put a number on that because I don't. You haven't seen he hasn't gone against a guy like Merab, like a wrestler like Merab. They've given him some favorable matchups. Nothing like this guy.
Yeah. Like I said, the closest
can't run away from him anymore.
Would be Yan. Same body type, same grappler, kind of push forward. But Sean has underrated jiu-jitsu. I've seen him do some jiu-jitsu competitions and some grappling competitions, and he looks good. Maybe his takedown defense is not the best, but I think he has enough to, if he does get taken down or pushed up against the fence, he can get out, circle out, and then get it back to the feet to keep going. And like you said, James, when Merab shoots in, that's going to be the dangerous. He's going to catch him with a quick left, or something.
Like Cheeto, when Cheeto shot him.
You remember that knee that he hit him with?
Yeah, you heard it. We heard it from here.
Exactly.
From Vegas to
So
here, boy.
Yeah. So basically
we watched that here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a good one. I do. Let's see what I got.
What are the odds, Austin, for O'Malley?
What you got there?
You know what would be crazy while you're looking that up? O'Malley by submission? Like that would be
wild.
Those odds.
If he catches like
triangle,
Merab's gonna shoot in and he'll catch a guillotine or something. That would be crazy. So let me go over then my prize picks parlay. I got so I have Sean O'Malley less than 85.5 significant strikes, because basically I'm saying it's going to end before they make it to the end of the fight. So I say he's going to have less because I think he's going to maybe knock him out or TKO.
Less than 85.5.
Yep, 85.5. That like Raul Rosas Jr. fight time less than 7 minutes. Diego Lopez fight time more than 12.5 minutes because I have it going the distance. And then just another random one on here. It's one of the early fights is Daniel Zellhuber. I have his significant strikes more than 75.5 because he has a huge reach advantage, and I think it's going to be their grappling. I think it's just they're not going to go for many takedowns in that fight. So I think I have that one. So if
more than what? What was it?
More than 75.5 significant strikes for Daniel Zellhuber. So you put $20 parlay on Prize Picks, pay out $200 for that one.
And you leave the Grosso and shipping.
That one's not on.
It.
I didn't. So actually, I don't think
that's the one you want to leave off there.
Exactly. Yeah. To be honest, I don't even think because it's such a close fight. They usually don't put those because they usually don't put those on there. But yeah, that's what I have. It's going to be interesting. I'm curious though to see how it's going to look in the Sphere.
That'd be so badass to go to that. God.
Yeah, it's going to be
so awesome.
because the stage it looks small from the pictures they show. The octagon looked tiny, but it's going to be a whole screen behind them. So I know they were doing like a bunch of other cool stuff. So
that was another thing I kind of thought about too that might play into it was the big stage for Merab, who's never been on that stage. Also, it's going to be a totally different thing. They're going to be in that cage and right next to him on the right because the stadium seats are on the left side and the screen's on the right. It's going to. I don't know if he lets it get into his head, it could throw him off because he's never been on that big of a stage before. O'Malley has.
Yeah.
You talk about Merab's cardio. I mean, Sean has good cardio too. I mean, but we haven't seen the wrestling cardio.
But that's the thing is man, when you grapple, like even in jiu-jitsu, when you wrestle and you grapple and you're up against the wall, that's what tires you out, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
carrying the weight of the other guy.
Carrying the weight of the other guy to stop a takedown is the most exhausting thing you can do. And so that, like you said, though, can Sean handle that for 5 rounds? I don't know, but that's Merab's path to victory. That's exactly what he's got to do. You called it, but can he pull that off? I don't think so. I really don't, because Merab's teammate.
It just takes one shot too.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't see. Can you imagine he knocks Sean O'Malley out with the random? That would be great.
That'd be another something
That
you
would
could
be
sprinkle on that too.
Maybe, yeah. If you want to,
that's probably like a plus 16.
Dude, See what Austin. See what
what are the odds, Austin?
On Merab getting a knockout.
Minus 135 for O'Malley.
Oh wow.
Hey, let me, James. What are you weighing at right now?
What do I weigh right now?
What do you weigh right now?
Like 183.
So 183. So let's say you cut down
to 170.
To 170. Who's the current 170 champ?
It is 170 is Leon Edwards lost to Bilal Muhammad.
Okay, you get in the ring, you get in the octagon with Bilal. How long?
Shit, I ain't scared.
How long you lasting?
Probably 20 seconds.
Wow.
And I think that's impressive.
I
Actually,
think
I would take the over, James. You can last 20 seconds.
nah, he's
That's
it's
what Morgan said.
it's going
Yeah.
there.
yeah, no, I would. Yeah, if I would compare him, I would take that rather than lasting
Yeah.
over 20 seconds. No, because I saw. Do y'all know that TikToker Vic Blends?
Yeah.
He interviewed Sean O'Malley, and he asked Sean like, how long would I last in the ring with you? Because that guy's kind of athletic.
Yeah.
And Sean said 10 seconds. And he was like, nah, don't disrespect me like that. Sean choked him out in 4.
Yeah.
4
It was literally 4 seconds.
4 seconds. So,
The
I
first
mean,
one he went like over though. I think they went again and he went over.
if Bilal wants to be a nice guy, maybe I do last over 20 seconds. But, I mean, I don't know. I will never disrespect. Fighting is one of the hardest things to do.
I think
I mean, when it comes to cardio and all that. Like,
But I will say, like, watching UFC with, like, people or when we go out or something, we're watching, like, I think I've heard people talk at other tables, like, oh, I could at least last a round. I'm like, you would not last 30 seconds against these men. Like, this is insane. Like, even just like a submission only, they would literally, like exactly like Sean O'Malley did, 6 seconds. Like, it's.
After Sean choked him out in 4 seconds, that guy, Big Blins, wanted to go again. Well, that guy just went straight to his back and was kind of fighting him off. He only lasted 36 seconds doing it
I
that
was gonna
way.
say, just freaking drop down,
Yeah.
cover your head.
Exactly. Yeah, just bubble up. Yeah.
I'll see.
At that point, you can't.
James isn't fast, so he can't run away.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go either. It's a cage. But no, Bilal's a nice guy, so maybe I do last over 20. But 30's pushing it. 30's definitely a no. Take the under on that.
Yeah.
And he's been training with Khabib too, so that's another.
What about against Scott?
Against Scott? Would I last 20 seconds?
Probably
Yeah, I'd
not.
definitely last 20
Okay.
seconds.
Nah, Scott's got the
I
cardio
don't even
on
know
you.
if I can last 20.
Dude, we'd both tap out before. When you train, do y'all do striking or you just strictly?
Yeah, so we do both. We have it's a full MMA gym, so we do jiu-jitsu and then we have a boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I just do the MMA sparring. But I'll be honest, my stand-up is not the best, so I am more of a grappler, and I'm gonna take. We have a 18-year-old kid that's amazing boxer. Dude is a beast. He probably weighs like 170, and so every time I spar with him, it's just instant shoot, takedown, rest, and jiu-jitsu because he's like, bro, stand up with me, and I'm like, why would I want to get knocked out and box with you? So
kind of like the whole Marab Sean O'Malley
exactly.
thing.
Everybody has like their style, but. It's a lot of fun. I've had a few broken bones. Broke my nose. Last thing broke my nose. Got kneed in the face. That wasn't fun. Broke a rib. I have a torn meniscus right now. So it's fun. I'm addicted to it, but you're injured a lot. Plus we're getting old. But it's good. Keeps in shape. But I think the main thing is like people always think if you're in a situation on the street, you get in a fight, or someone attacks you, you get in a fight.
Yeah, self-defense.
People always say like, oh, you could you could just beat them up very easily. But it's not. I think it's more of like because I do it every day. I'm going to stay calm in that situation and I'm not going to panic. If somebody goes and you start swinging, like they're going to be tired in 10 seconds
Yeah,
maybe.
they got to land that haymaker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the calm of just like being, I'm used to this, like doing this every day. So I think that's like the main thing is just like when you train and stuff, it just gives you confidence. And like if anything were to happen, I think I would be able to just stay calm in that situation.
Let me ask you this.
I got a question after that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I've talked to, I haven't talked to, but I've seen interviews where like guys who grew up playing sports and all that stuff, they said once they started training MMA, there was nothing funner than MMA. Like nothing better, nothing more of a rush than what they did in the past. Is that kind of your situation now too? Or?
The only closest thing I would compare it to would be like a football game. But I think because when you're going, like when I've done my tournaments, and gone up against another guy, like, because in training, you're going like 70%, unless you're pissed off at somebody and then you go at it, but it's like in a tournament, like that dude's trying to break your arm. He's trying to snap your leg. So that's like, even in football, yeah, you can get hurt, but your opponent's not trying to like physically break you.
They're just hitting you.
So I think it's in that moment, it's like the adrenaline is like much more. From a competitive standpoint, though, it's like I love competing. It's just I've never been so not nervous, but I just overthink everything because I know if I mess up, like I could get injured pretty bad. Yeah. So I think that's like the main difference. Where in like growing up playing sports, I never really got nervous or like, oh man, this like in jiu-jitsu, it's like, dude, if I don't do something right, my knee's gonna get blown out. I'm gonna have to have surgery, like, and I'm gonna have to pay for this because I'm not a professional fight,
Yeah.
So I think that's like the main difference. But dude, it's if you're a competitive person, it's addicting, man. Because it's nice to get off. You have a bad day at work, you go to the gym. You beat up some white belts, and you feel better about yourself.
Oh shit! Damn. You're making me want to do this.
Dude, honestly, I think you would be pretty good at it if I'm being honest.
Yeah, right.
No, dude.
I want that guy to.
I'm
gain,
lanky.
That guy to.
That's why, dude.
I want that guy to gain 15 pounds, and you'll have to fight James. He has to fight James.
Bro, I have to train, fool. I can't just.
Which guy? Wait, which guy?
The guy that just wants to box.
Oh yeah.
Let him box James, and that's his punishment for losing the shit last year.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll make.
That's a good-
We'll
yes.
make
We already
it-
established.
How about that? We'll make
we
it-
already established the punishment.
We need to figure out. We'll figure out some bet or whatever, and then the loser has to go to my MMA
You
gym.
want me to get my ass beat?
Yeah, the loser has to go to my MMA
the worst
gym
thing ever.
and grapple a 5-minute round.
I'd be walking out of the gym. He's like, "Hey, God, just made that guy my bitch." That's him right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I it's never crossed my mind to try to do that stuff because I respect it and I appreciate it because it's you see how hard it is. Like you see those little. Did you ever see that sparring video of Sneeko and Sean?
Strickland? Yeah.
Yeah, where he went in there and tried to just spar with him. Well, I mean, somebody like Sean Strickland, like he's got something wrong with him. There's something wrong in that dude's head.
Yeah.
So that'd be like my fear, trying to go in there, be like some guy off the street, just trying to get a little workout in, just going in there and just getting your ass beat. Like,
Dude,
that.
honestly, and that's
I guess it depends on
that all depends on the gym because some gyms are absolutely like that, and if you're just like a hobbyist and you're just doing it for fun,
Yeah.
that is not the gym you want to go to.
Exactly.
Because, but dude, like so to give an example, our gym is a Carlos Machado gym. Machado is a legend in the jiu-jitsu world, so he came and actually trained with us on Wednesday. So Carlos Machado is in his 60s, and
Still rolls?
and still rolled. I rolled with him. So keep in mind, this is a legend. His brother, and they're the one that taught Eddie Bravo, that taught Joe Rogan. Like, he taught Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Like, so this dude is a legend. And I'm rolling on with him. He got on top of me. This dude is 60-something. I could not move this man.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think our camera's dying though. But yeah, I think we got to end it there. Is y'all shit blinking?
No.
Yeah, mine's blinking, about to die.
Yeah, it's blinking.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to cut you short there, but I want to get this on. I want to get this out so we can record it. Y'all got anything else before we go? Our shit's about to die.
No, I think that's it.
No? Okay, so he had Sugar Sean. You like him on the money line, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, minus 85.5 strikes.
Second round knockout. I'm taking that.
You're taking
Taking
second
that
round.
one? Yeah.
Raul Rosas, minus 7.5 fight time. Diego Lopez, plus 12.5 fight time.
Yep.
Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko, that's still kind of up under the air. Just do what you feel.
Yeah.
There's no right decision there for me. I kind of like them both, so, I mean, we'll put it out. I'll put these out on Twitter for you, dude, and we'll see how well you do.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
See how much money we're going to make. I got Prize Picks, so I'm going to download it.
Do that one.
Yeah. But anyway, dude, no, thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
was awesome.
Thanks, y'all.
Did a
Yeah.
great job. Broke it down pretty well. Probably the best breakdown of any MMA stuff that we've done. Austin, don't you think, Scott?
Yeah, because I don't know shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And,
I mean, if Scott was your expert, I hope
Yeah.
so.
maybe we'll take you up on that MMA thing sometime.
Yeah,
Maybe
sounds
let
good.
somebody go before me because I got a lot of people that depend on me, like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta let you do it.
Too heavy
Okay.
for that guy.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be posting these pics on Twitter. Thank you, Clifton, for coming.
Yo,
and
later.
we will see you guys later.